Jacqueline.
Hey y'all. I know y'all
Hey,
getting
hey,
it today.
hey,
Hey,
hey, hey.
it's Shirley. I'm sitting
Hey,
here.
cousins.
Oh, I got somebody out here. We got some people out here already.
Yeah,
Listen,
girl, they've been here. They've been present and making their rounds.
present and
Hello.
accounted for.
Yes.
Well, for some reason. Oh, let me go back the other way, y'all. Y'all, I'm on my phone, so y'all just.
Hello, who's that? Arletha. Arletha, Farmer Chaz. Okay, Unique.
I don't have membership yet, Unique. She's like,
Uh,
why did you become a member? I was like, I don't have a member button because I don't have memberships.
oh, okay, okay. Serena. And who else do I see on here?
Price.
Rufia?
Ruthie, Florida. I missed it, but
Yeah.
It's
I'm
so
just.
crazy because now it does the ats of people names. So you're like, okay, it
Yeah, now
makes
you
it
gotta figure out
different.
who they are all over again. Like, who?
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Listen, y'all. Thank y'all for hopping on. If you can see, I'm mobile. I'm on my phone because I will not be staying at home. But we couldn't just not be on the chat and chew. So welcome. What's my welcome? Welcome. I'm Roscheeta Monique, host of the Girls Chat and Chew. I am a Michigan gardener in Zone 6A. Welcome. Thank you all for coming on. Thank you for joining me in this panel of lovely ladies. We have Cynthia from Cici's Texas Garden, Shelly from Shelly's Homestead Hideaway, and soon we'll have Jacqueline for Four Seasons Garden. Come on in, get you something to drink on, something to chew on. Um, Kick your feet up, get your favorite soft blanket or your notebook. We just gonna have a good time. Sometimes we have gems for y'all, and sometimes we just here to kiki. You know what I'm saying? Just like a girl's
We
night.
are here to Kiki tonight.
We just here to kiki tonight and have fun. And so, sometimes you just want some stress-free time. You want some entertainment that ain't about to offend you. So this is the place for you. This is the place for you. So welcome to your. Oh no, Happy New Year, honey. Happy
Mhm.
New Year, honeys. Happy New Year. I love y'all. I do. I do. I do. I do. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for showing up for your girl every other Sunday as we are button on this upcoming gardening season, right? But before we
Somebody
get
want to know who orange house
hard and
you
heavy, and starting seeds for those of us that don't have warm weather in the winter.
at. Can you hear me, Rashida?
Huh? Who what?
Somebody Price want to know who orange house
This
you
is
at.
my orange. This I'm at my house in a different room, and it's like this. I can't do nothing about this while I'm sitting here. Can't do nothing about it.
I ain't mad at the orange wall.
I ain't. It's just. I mean, hey, I wish I had some oranges, but yeah.
So
So I'm.
what?
And what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Happy New Year! Thank y'all for being here. We appreciate y'all. We're gonna start off with a night of fun. We're gonna play cahoots a little bit when Jacqueline gets here because she's the cahoot queen. Huh? We gonna let her stay in her lane. Ain't nobody trying to do it for her. So when she get here, when she make her arrival, but we want to be prepared, right? So come on. Somebody already said they were making the rounds. So if you haven't went to every channel and liked the video and every channel and left a comment, go ahead and do so. If you're new and you haven't subscribed to any of us, honey, why not? subscription is free. You can subscribe to me and Shelly and Cynthia and Jacqueline. We put up content. I put up all kinds of content when I put it up. And I said when I put up, I'm on Monday through Friday with your spiritual content. And then on the side, I put up my garden, my hydroponics content. So y'all come on. Cynthia, let me see. Cynthia's been, when I tell you this girl been cranking. I had to send Cynthia her personal text message and say, girl, I see you. I commend you because you doing the thing. Oh, you understand? So y'all follow Cynthia. You want some cotton? Y'all follow Cynthia. Shelly's getting on that wagon. She not every day, but she is showing up, putting out consistent. Every day don't have to be. Every day is not consistent, but she's consistently putting out. Well, you ain't gonna forget that Shelly exists. She put she doing live. She doing videos. Come on, she just made a whole new theme song. So if y'all ain't went to her channel to check out her new theme song, which is fire, and I'm like, how can I get on board? Teach me your ways. Teach me your ways.
I'm super proud of that.
I love music. Song. I love music, so she might tell y'all all about it. But listen, we're going to start like usual. We're going to introduce I introduce myself. I'm not chatting and chewing on anything right now. When I get to where I'm going, which is to my parents' house, when I get over there, if there's some dinner left, I might be chewing when I get there. Okay. So I'll be popping on and off. Only update I have is my hydroponics are steady growing. I thought my cucumber was about to go to the grave because them leaves was just doing something crazy, and my cucumbers don't look pretty like other people's cucumbers. But then I turn around, I got 3 new sets of leaves and new fruit coming on. So hey,
listen, at least you got cucumbers. I ain't got none yet.
Maybe I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna let the tree do what it's do. So my tomatoes are tomatoing, my cucumbers cucumbering, my lettuce is lettucing. My onion, is still struggling. Just the one that germinated is still struggling. My little green onion. What else do I have? My kale. It's kaling. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good. And I have a third one to plan out. When I plant that out, y'all get a live when I do that. When that will be, probably Tuesday, because Tuesday seemed to be my hydroponic day. So that's all that I have. I haven't purchased anything for the garden. So yeah. So that's my updates. That's everything. And I'm gonna let Shelly and Cynthia go ahead and do their things. And then I might come back and we can kiki a little bit more before Jacqueline starts to Kahoot. Does that sound good to y'all? I think that sounds good. All right, y'all. Y'all go ahead.
First of all, hey bestie. I see you in the bushes there. My bestie Monique is on. And she is the orange queen, so she loves your orange wall, Roscheeta. So for those of you who do not know me, I am Shelly, the host of Shelly's Homestead Hideaway, and I garden in raised beds, self-irrigated planters, elevated beds, pots, hydroponics. If there's a way, I will grow something in it in due time, in due season. Okay. Roscheeta already shared that I released a theme song just last night as I was working on packaging up seeds that people won during Farmer Chaz's live.
We did cool. I liked how you did that.
What?
When you did your packages and then you didn't let us see what it was, and you had them down, and I'm all trying to looking like she's gonna slip up and show one. But
you peeped that, huh? I was like, oh no, let me turn these face down because there was no rhyme or reason to who got what. I was just going through picking, and I placed it down, and I figured it would be really nice if y'all didn't see it in the video. There'll actually be other stuff added to it. But what was really happening is I was testing out my new phone stand that allows me to. Oh. So yeah, I said, let me see what I can do. Yeah. So I'm glad you liked that and you peeped what I was doing, trying to keep it a secret from y'all. Thank you so much, Tampa Creek girl. This hair need to be done. I was supposed to be doing it today, but it ain't happened because the way my day has been going has been not as planned. However, let me tell y'all how good God is. Okay.
Tell it.
Me and hired help, we went out to breakfast to the IHOPs.
Okay.
After church, and we were sitting there eating. Food was fine. It was packed. It was crowded in there. And so just as we were just about ready to go, and I asked the lady for to-go containers, she was like, y'all know somebody paid for your tab already.
What?
I said, what? Right. Who did that for us? We don't know. If you happen to be watching, I'm sure they're not. But if you were on here watching and you paid for mine and my husband's meal at the IHOPs, I thank you from the bottom of our heart. It was so super sweet of you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how our day got started. And then it's just been one thing after the other, one thing after the other. All, good things, nothing bad. Let me see. Do I have any garden updates? No, we're gonna do the introduction.
What you chewing on? Anything?
Oh, what am I chewing on? Y'all see I got something in my mouth, right? I am eating on some, let me see if I can get it in there. Some dill pickle sunflower seeds.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been down here in my office working and I ain't had time to go upstairs and get nothing else. And these were just on my desk. So that's what I'm chewing on right now.
Okay.
And with that, I'm going to kick it on over to Cici to let her do her introduction.
Hey, y'all. I am Cynthia from Cici's Texas Garden, and I'm in Zone 8B9A. I grow in raised beds and containers and in ground, also green stock and hydroponics indoors. Let's see. Are we doing 2-week update? What are we doing? No, we ain't got there yet.
We haven't did update.
Okay. We just doing introduction. What am I drinking on? I'm having some Jamaican sorrel, y'all. It's been a little while. I was trying to, so I have a big old glass of Jamaican sorrel. And I have some little mini blueberry muffins. I found them on my dresser over there.
So yum.
So that is what I'm chewing and drinking on. So thank y'all.
Awesome. So let's see what we should do. Oh, wait, Roscheeta just popped back in. What's wrong?
I can't hear Cynthia. And I know y'all can. Cause Shelly just responded. But I'm like, she ain't said nothing.
She said a whole lot.
That's right. It may be because when I had to go out the screen because I'm on my phone. This is my first time Streamyard from this phone with people. I went out and came back in, and I couldn't hear her, but I could hear her. It's strange, but that's all right.
Yeah,
you still can't hear me.
I can hear you. That's all that matters.
Can you hear her now?
Can you hear me now? Oh, you might have to go out and come back in.
And this happened to somebody else on their live the other day, but it's all right. I ain't gonna take.
No, it happens a lot.
I'm just gonna pop out and come back in.
Can you hear Jackie?
Good evening.
Happened to somebody else on their live.
We get feedback from somebody.
My bad, it's me.
Thank you. So while we let Jacqueline get situated, I was going to just quickly, let's go ahead and shout out those who are here. Let's say hello to the people because, we're nothing here doing this live without you all. So we want to make sure we always recognize each of you. So, and I started earlier. So Rufia is in the house. Unique's Garden is in the house. Let's see who else. I'm not gonna put the hosts in there. Got Serena. Oh, okay. There's another message on here, but before I get to it, let me just say happy birthday to you, Serena. I did see your message. So everybody say happy birthday, send up some hearts, or if you can do the hat and wish Serena happy birthday in the chat. And let's see who else we got here. Arletha. hailing from Arizona. Thank you for being here with us. We have none other than Farmer Chaz listening in the bushes. We've got Price J4. Hey, y'all. And I think I did Unique Scar. And we've got Alicia Blaze. I'm not sure which way you pronounce it. I have friends who pronounce it both ways.
Me too.
We've got Auntie's World.
That's Lynette.
Oh, Miss Lynette. Okay. We got Grow Something Beautiful. I love that name. Thank you for joining us tonight. We've got Oasis Loading. Oh, come through Australia. That is definitely somewhere I want to go one day. Have you guys been to Australia?
I don't want to go there.
You don't want to go?
No, girl. There's things that want to take you out.
I don't even know what you're talking about, girl.
I have friends in Australia. I knew it was over there.
Okay. Jacqueline, have you been to Australia?
No, ma'am, I have not. I've been a lot of places, but that's not one of them. But my sister has that on her bucket list for her birthday for her 50th. So 4 years from now, I plan to be there.
Oh, awesome. Okay. I'm not sure who Jeffrey Huggins, we thank you for being here. We're not sure who you love forever and always, but we thank you for being here watching the show tonight. Of course, we've got Monique in the house, my bestie. Monique. And the always supportive Donzel Cooper is in the house.
Yes.
We have Jones Truth.
Miss Jones.
Okay, one of your regulars, Cici. Welcome. And so, y'all, I'm only looking at the names to make sure I greet everybody. I have not read all the comments. We've got, hold on, this is a new one. Marley Mackian. We got Cato Family Farm. Just asking. Hey, girl. Hey. Fatima.
Yep.
Hello, Fatima.
She's a new subscriber to you as well.
Yay. Thank you. I haven't noticed it yet. So let me say this while I'm on that, because sometimes people are subscribed, and I don't know if maybe you guys may not realize that you don't allow people to see
it's on private.
Subscribe. So sometimes we may not know that you guys are subscribed if you have that feature turned off. So thank you, Fatima, for subscribing to my channel. Who else we got here? Tampa's Creek in the house. What's up? And let me see. I'm gonna hit a couple more. We got the Nichols 13 and all right. I think I'm gonna stop right there for now because I don't see any more new ones.
Come on, broke. You're taking forever.
Wait, is broke in here?
No, you're acting like it.
How am I acting like broke? Hey, GT Junior and Frugal Foodie.
We only have a 2-hour show. We only got a 2-hour show.
Girl, we got plenty of time. We're gonna have some fun tonight. But listen, let me tell y'all, Jacqueline, I don't know if you can get a little bit more light on your face. But y'all, I got to meet Jacqueline's family yesterday. What? I got to meet her mama and her sister.
Oh.
Yeah. Y'all listen, if y'all don't know, y'all should know by now that Jacqueline loves to come up to this area and get the Caribbean food from my cousin's food truck. And so I was not planning to go back out yesterday after I got off the road from Raleigh, North Carolina. And Jacqueline hit me up and was like, yo, we gonna be there in an hour. I was like, what? She said, we coming to get some food. And I said, okay, I'll see you when you get here. And so, sure enough, not an hour later, look, I'm trying to wait for Jacqueline to get back on here before I say this bit. Not an hour later, 45 minutes.
I hit it right on the dot. I say 45 minutes.
My sister was driving. I can't even take any accountability for that one.
Yeah, it was not Jacqueline. It was definitely her sister. And I said, I had to call her when we was leaving. I was like, ma'am, tell your sister to slow down.
Yeah.
Tell your sister to slow down because my husband is not going to come bail her out.
Yes.
Because she was rolling.
She was rolling. She really was rolling.
But it was super nice to meet them. Her sister looks just like her. They look like twins.
Aww.
Jeff said the same thing. He goes, "That's your twin?" I was like, "No, I'm the older, wiser sister."
Oh, he asked you the same thing. And what did you have yesterday?
Oh, girl, we had to have some oxtails and plantains and red beans and rice. And then for on the way home, we got some jerk chicken. Yeah, it was real good, real good. So, I'll be up there in the next, probably before the end of the month. I'll be slipping back up there. But anyway.
Okay. Well, you can go ahead and do your introduction now, so I can stop being like broke, according to Cici.
I heard that. All right, I'm Jacqueline. I am content creator for 4 Seasons Garden, where we garden in all 4 seasons. So I'm happy to be here tonight. I garden in self-irrigated planters known as SIPs. That is the main way that I garden. And then, of course, I do some grow bags that I started this year. Due to these ladies here on here, I do containers. And then, of course, I'm heavily, what is my YouTube channel name? Fatima, my YouTube channel is 4 Seasons Garden. So the number 4
on the screen now. I took the comment down.
Yeah. The number 4, the letter C, then the word Sons Garden, 4 Seasons Garden. And then, of course, I do a lot of hydroponics, and you guys are following on my hydroponics journey where I garden indoors. I think last count was 31 containers that I have going, different systems that I have going for different challenges myself, and just to show that you can do hydroponics from your home.
Cici, how many units you got going? Because I'm struggling to get all 6 of mine up and running. I don't understand.
I only have one at the moment going.
Really?
One, because I haven't really got, because the stuff gonna be big. So I'm kind of waiting to like end of January, February to just start really dropping them seeds. But I did have a product review, and so I did drop 72 seeds. So
yes, you did.
Hydroponically. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm growing.
So are you done with your intro, Jacqueline?
I am.
All right. So hopefully
You're not eating nothing.
All I got is some sweet tea. That's all I got tonight. Okay. I am on the mission to lose 20. And I started this before the beginning of the year, so it's not a New Year's resolution, but I've been on this journey this is my 3rd year. And first year I lost 15 and kept it off. And then last year was just can I keep it off year? Because that's probably the biggest thing, right? If you lose it, you gain it back. And I wanted to know that I could lose it and keep it off. So we did that. And so this year is 20 more pounds, and we're going to do it. Thank you, Fatima, for being a new subscriber. So we're on a journey to lose another 20. And because I've noticed how it affects my health, right? I'm already eating correctly. I made all the eating adjustments. So now it's to exercise, because the older you get, you got to keep those bones limber and those muscles limber. And I want to make sure I'm there.
Miss Ann wants to know, do you juice?
I do not juice. I just cut out. The main thing I did was cut out sodas. And And then I like a lot of lemonade. I switched that to lemonade, and I use the agave syrup. And just making sure I eat a lot of veggies and protein. And then I've switched to something that's called a skinny pasta. So it's not even pasta, but I've switched to that for my rice and my pasta, and it's really helped a lot with just keeping the weight down. So just some minor changes, but it's made a huge difference.
That's what they always say. The small changes will add up. What's up, Cropper? Welcome.
G-Mama, I got a video coming out based on something that you taught in one of your classes. So I did the video yesterday, and hopefully I'll have that out tomorrow. But G-Mama has a really good tip on her website, on her YouTube channel, and I'm hoping that it works exactly how she says it's going to work. So I'm excited.
Awesome. Yep. So as Cici said, we only on here for 2 hours. And so my question to you all in the chat right now is, how many of you, well, I shouldn't say how many, if you were on our last live Kahoots, drop a 1 in the chat as we start to prepare to go into our live Kahoot. We'll still have some dialogue in between. So Jacqueline, if you want to get that set up, Kahoot, you're going to need your phone. Hopefully you're on your computer, because you're going to need your phone in order to be able to play Kahoot with us. Now, the big difference, I don't see no ones in there yet. I know some of y'all was here.
One.
The difference in how we're going to play Kahoot tonight is really about just having the questions and polls are going to be general garden questions and polls. So it's not about us individually or our channels. So everybody should be able to participate and have fun. And I saw a question, but I don't know if anybody answered it. I don't think this is all for fun. We're not giving out any prizes tonight.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Okay. That's how we do. There might be a prize. So prepare to play. Jacqueline, if you want to get the code up on the screen so everybody can start scanning that with their phones and get their little name set up.
Give me a moment. I'm just making sure everything looks right really quick.
Okay, dokie.
So if we want to do some updates, I know we said we're going to, can we do updates, and then then we'll roll into it?
Yep. Shout out to Calamity Jane and Maureen Chavis and Cropper, Mike's Chaotic Gardening, G Mama, One Crafty Sister. Thank you guys for joining. So garden updates for myself would just be the hydroponics. I did get to start 4 of my 6 hydroponics over the last 2 weeks. And they're actually doing very well. I will have to do an update video, but my what is it? The quick snack cucumbers, they came up. It seemed like they came up overnight. So those are progressing. They're, I think, almost everything except for the flowers that I'm growing in one of the units, they have all grown up enough that I was able to take the domes off. And so for me, what I do, I don't take the domes off as soon as they sprout. I wait until the germinated seeds, the foliage hits the top of the dome that is on it. Once it hits the top of the dome, I take the domes off and let them go. So that's pretty much it. My little Napoli tomato that I up potted into some soil. I might be ripping that joker up and out because it ain't doing nothing but growing leaves, looking pretty, and then them leaves curl up and die and some more leaves grow. I'm like, we're not doing that. So if it don't change in the next week, I might just call it quits on that. That's my update on my garden.
Okay, am I next?
Sure.
Okay. So I dropped my seeds for the WIG, which that video is out. And but it's not doing as well. It just have two, but there's different things in there, and I know they come up at different times. So I'm not gonna worry about it. They're gonna come up whenever they're ready to come up, and if they don't, I'll just drop another seed. As for my garden update, we've been having some crazy weather. We've been cold and hot and cold and hot, and so my plants are like, I'm alive, I'm dead, I'm alive, that kind of thing. So what's been saying I'm dead, I've been snatching out of there. That means them basils and different things. It's just like, I don't know if I want to live for you, so they gone. I moved them. So, and then I've been harvesting. I posted my food to the girls in the chat. I had some broccoli leaves greens. They was delicious because some of my broccoli decided they don't want to put a head on yet, and I'm like, what are you waiting for? So I've been snatching their leaves. I'm like, you're gonna give me something. So been doing that. Then I posted a video today showing my Vigo bed that got blown. But this is the reason why, y'all. Because I didn't know we was gonna have 50 miles an hour winds through the night. So I had one side because it has the cover, but I had one of the covers up for the wind to just, circulate through the bed. I didn't realize we were gonna have that gust of wind through the night. So when I woke up, I was like, I just happened to pass by the back window and I was like, is my bed on the ground? So, but I recovered it. It is okay. That thing did not break. None of the brace bars. I was kind of worried about that because it hit the little fence thing back there. It didn't. It did wonderful. So thank you. Shout out to Vico. They put some solid stuff together. But let's see. That's pretty much, and like I said, I did do a 72 count tray. Y'all haven't seen that video because I'm waiting on to release their product review. But I have dropped them seeds, and these were my tomatoes and peppers that I'm getting ready for the spring. And let me tell you, them tomatoes, I got like 8 of them already up. I mean, I just did this thing. But
which tomato?
Which tomatoes?
Mm-hmm. Girl, the little Napoli?
No, I don't have that.
Oh, okay. That's all right. Which tomato?
No, I cannot tell you what I look at. I'll look when we start playing the game. I
was getting ready to say, is it a secret?
No, I just don't. I said I dropped 72 plants. I don't remember. A lot of tomatoes, a lot of peppers. So yeah. But anyway, that's my update, y'all. I'm busy, very busy.
All right, my update is, let's see, we're running 31 systems right now. And from the last time that we were here, let's see, I started hashtag WIG 2025. I started those P's. They're doing great. And a mint. I could not believe it. Normally it takes 21 to 30 days for a mint. This mint was almost 45 days. I forgot to pull it up. And all of a sudden I went to do my 8-week update and there's a mint popping out of that pod. So I was like, well, good for me that it popped up. So one of my little miracles. And then for as my little Napoli, I did do a live where I moved it from hydroponics to soil. One of them survived. The other one looks like it may survive. So I'm rooting for it. I'm actually gonna put a little cricket sign on the front of that container, says "Grow, please grow," or "Go," something about growing, so that poor little plant will grow. I did purchase my Barina light, which is amazing. I think it's the brightest of the light, and I think that's probably made a difference for the little Napoli that is now growing so well. Everything that I split because there were too many in a container. Less is more. I've learned less is more. So 2 max in an A-Hope garden and a Bounty has worked out so much better. And then I think that's pretty much it with my with my garden. Yeah. And I got a little tiny pepper. I'll have that in my updates coming up here. I finally have a little pepper on the fresh bites. But thanks, Mike. Yeah, thanks GTR Jr. for pushing us to do things that are outside of our comfort zone with hashtag WIG 2025. The Korabis in Shelly's Homestead Hideaway are doing amazing. I don't think I talked about that. The one that I shredded off the top and I did not think it was going to come up. All of a sudden it popped up. So I actually have 3 kohlrabi in Shelly's little hydroponic system there. So
my kohlrabi are actually up as well.
Yeah,
I did too.
Okay, I did 6 out of the 6. 3 have come up. So, but I'm good with 3. It's going to be fun just to experiment and try a new veggie that I've never tried before. And that's it for me.
All right.
And I'm ready when you're ready.
I am as ready whenever you are. You just need to share your get on deck.
All right, let's see. And let me know that you guys can see my screen.
Yeah, Mike, doing this hydroponic gardening is definitely very interesting. And I am super excited as well to see so many people are actually participating in it also. Yeah. I don't think that I've ever seen as much YouTube content on hydroponics as I have this past year.
Mm-hmm. It has. Nope. Not yet.
All right. Let's figure out why.
Oh, you know what? Because I mean, it's on the stage. So hold on.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. So go ahead and explain how they can get it, Jacqueline.
Yes, absolutely. So Kahoot, it is a wonderful game that you can do. You have to participate, and you can do one of 2 things. You can go to kahoot.it if you want to go to your web browser, and then you're going to put in your game pin. Or if you're not afraid of using a QR code, once you scan the QR code, it'll take you right into the game. Or you can download the app on your phone and put in the game pin. So you have 3 different ways of joining the game. We've got about 23 or 24 questions between polls and questions, a little bit of both in here. It looks like folks are getting in the room.
Yeah.
Name.
I love all these different characters.
Yeah. Jones Truth, Serena is in the room. So
and we can play too. Right?
Yeah, you can play, but Cici can't. Cici sent questions.
Right.
Oh, because I only sent polls.
You only sent polls. Cici sent questions.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to play. I just want to watch.
She want to watch and laugh at us. All right. Kate, yes, MD.
Cat eyes, MD.
Cat eyes.
That is me, y'all. That is my nickname.
All right, folks are popping in here.
Woo-hoo.
I cannot wait.
So go ahead and scan the QR code, and it'll take you right into the game. Or go to Kahoot, www.kahoot.it, put in your game pin. You will need your computer to see the questions, and then you will need your phone to put in the answers. So that is how that's going to work. You're going to have
2 devices or 3.
Yeah, you're going to need at least 2. You're going to need at least 2 devices.
Now, could you do that on? You could watch it on your TV screen or no?
Yeah, you can watch it on your TV screen. You sure can.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I can probably pull it up on my other monitor too.
Yeah, you sure could. You can put it up on your other monitor. You can put it up on your TV screen. Use your phone. Lots of different ways. I was shocked at how many people watch YouTube from a TV. I don't know why that's.
I do. If I'm cooking, I have whoever I want to watch on the big screen in the living room, and I'm cooking and watching.
Yep, I was. Hey, Miss Shay, Miss Tina, Queen Nadira, Blessed One.
Yes.
Yeah, we're getting quite a bit of
more
here.
than last time.
A lot more than last time.
Woohoo!
All right, I'm going to switch over to the computer.
All right, switch over to the computer. G Mama! Mama, I can't wait for my video. I hope I can get it done tonight and posted. And I've been, of course, I watch Pot Don't Boil, but I've been watching that pot.
These characters with these blinking eyes are so funny.
Oh, let me change this. Yeah, I need a cat.
You need a cat. Well, it is a cat
on there.
Huh?
You're already a cat on there.
You're already a cat. You're lion. Isn't that a lion or a
no?
cat?
I changed it. I'm switched to the computer, so I had to change it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, we'll give everybody one more minute. Oh, it looks like some people are doing some switching.
Hey, Tanya.
14 people. We got 54 people in the room.
Come on now.
If you want to play? Well, only certain people are going to get some prizes tonight. All right.
2 browser windows. I don't know.
Farmer chat.
What is it?
Yeah, I think you can.
Can I just open 2? Yeah, you can do that too.
I opened the second browser.
Yep, you can do that. Absolutely can do that. Thank you, Nichols 13. Yeah, have everyone hit the like button. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. All right, it's 8:48. I'm going to go ahead and hit the start button.
All right.
Here we go, y'all.
All right. Happy New Year 2026. And I know we're going to start off with a poll question. So have you started planning for 2026 garden? So I heard Cici says she started. She done dropped 72 seeds in. If you've noticed any of my content, I've started seed inventory. So that is my planning for 2026. Woo-woo. So 83%. Nice.
Yes.
All right. So even though you haven't started, it's on your calendar. So that's good. I know everyone's in different zones, right? So Cici's already started. I am not going to get started quite yet. I drop seeds right now. They be living in my house, and I'll be harvesting in my house and everything.
My last frost date is March 3rd. So,
oh wow,
yeah,
and we're starting to have a warm winter.
Warm winter. Okay.
Yeah, I hope it stay like this.
You hope it stays like this.
No snow. No snow.
No snow. Okay. Yeah, you got snow last year, but yes. I know. So, Shelly, how about you?
For my planning?
Yeah.
So I am in planning stage. So I am right now in the process of collecting my seed catalogs. Y'all will see a video on that. I have ordered some seeds, like I really needed more, but I ordered some more, and I'll probably order some more. Don't judge me. I was about to say something. I was like, girl, don't say that. And then I am going to start actually figuring out what I want to plant this year. I want to be laser focused on what I grow, with great intention on preserving for future use. Okay. So that's my focus for 2026.
Okay. Yeah, I have my plan from last year. I never got to execute it. So I'm going to do a little updating and see where we go. Going to go take a look at it and see where we're going. But inventory is first. I got to get through my inventory, and then we'll go from there. All right, let's see. What is next? Oh, we have a quick quiz question. What is the only fruit that bears its seeds on the outside? So this should be a quick, fun one. Nice and easy, not too hard.
I almost got it wrong. I'm pretty certain I got the right one though.
I almost got it wrong.
I feel like my computer is moving slow.
Okay, got it. So strawberries, they're the only ones that have the seeds on the outside. So you can pretty much just cut a strawberry up if you wanted to. Throw it in some soil.
Yep.
And then thin it out.
Yep.
So, all right. Let's look at this leaderboard. Let's see. And the biggest thing I should have said is if you click fast, you get more points. So you want to be a fast clicker in order to get the most points.
And Jackie, if they want to play and they're not up there, they can put the answer in the chat as well.
Yes. Put your answer in the chat. Absolutely. And then, of course, if you want to now join, now that you see what it's like, the pin is on the bottom, 980-4974, and you can still join.
G-Mom says she was too slow.
That's okay. That's okay. You have more. You still have opportunity. If you were here the last time, you saw this leaderboard swap so many times.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So here we go. Another quiz question.
Yes.
Planting a vegetable garden helps with the following. So what does it help with? Emotional wellness, environmental wellness, physical wellness, or all of the above?
Like I was too slow.
He was too slow. So planting a vegetable garden helps. Yeah, all of the above. You got all of them.
Look at y'all.
Yeah. I know it's my happy place. What about you, Cici?
Yes, definitely.
Yep.
Definitely for me. And I'll be glad when I can be out there more.
Yep. So I can feel like I can just walk out and not worry about nothing except for me and my garden.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. What does the leaderboard look like? Told you, just like that. It can move around. All right, unique cat eyes on top, unique garden.
We just swapped places.
Just swap places. All right. We have another quiz question. Companion planting helps gardens by growing the same plant everywhere, making plants fight for sunlight, using more fertilizer. Well, the fertilizer spelled wrong. I just realized that. Helping plants grow, support each other. So why should you companion plant in your garden if possible?
0. Wow.
Yeah, everyone got it right.
Smart people.
Wow. Anybody want to talk about Three Sisters?
I hate the Three Sisters method.
You hate it?
It did not work for me.
Okay. So
if I did something wrong, maybe I'll try it again. But I had corn. I didn't do it this season. I did it last season where I had corn. I had some beans. And what's the other one?
Squash. So I put it back on the screen.
That's probably why you didn't get
it. What'd you say?
I said that's probably why you didn't get it right. You like,
so no, I didn't have squash. I had the corn and the beans together, but my problem was the beans were wrapping around the
they supposed to.
No, but it was like pulling them down.
Oh, wow.
So this is the thing. Okay, when you do the Three Sister method, you start with your corn. You do your corn until it's almost to a stalk. Green beans grow very fast, and so they will catch up to that corn. So you want your corn already to a point where it can withstand like the wind blowing it, because the green pole beans that you're going to grow next to it is going to use that as it's climbing. So it's going to be the pole for it to climb on.
Is it only pole beans or is any type of vining bean?
Pole beans. Usually
beans.
It's green beans. Usually it's green beans, right?
I had yard beans growing. I think they grew back on their own.
Not yard beans.
They grew back on their own. So yard
beans are Asian bean, and they are different than the the Southern three sister method.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. Like I said, maybe I'm doing it wrong.
So you usually use pole green beans of
Mhm.
whatever type, and it'll go up the corn. And now the squash will grow. You can grow the beans and the squash at the same time because the squash is going to stay on the ground. It's going to trellis to keep the ground cooler, and that's how they work together. But
Okay.
yeah, you definitely have to make sure that you plant the corn and have it that it is up taller before the beans because the beans grow very quickly. And don't use your beans.
So, like I said, what happened was the yard bean grew back on its own, and I just so happened to have had planted corn in that area. So I just let them be.
So Jones Truth put a question in it. What about bush beans? So bush beans kind of defeats the purpose of using the three sisters. Instead of having to put some kind of staking in your yard, you're using your corn as your stakes. So you don't have to go get bamboo stakes or those garden stakes to put in your yard. You're going to use your corn stalk as your stake. So that's why you're using pole beans. And I've heard pole beans, you actually get more beans than you do with bush beans. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, but I've heard that. So a lot of people opt to use pole beans. I'm a bush bean girl because I'm, of course, in a container. So I don't do three sisters, but I could if I wanted to. But I just don't opt to, just because when you're in a container, your corn doesn't get that stability that it would in the ground. So you need your corn in the ground where it's that root is going down and grabbing hold, so it can withstand the wind and the extra weight of the bush beans doing its thing, so it doesn't get pulled down like Miss Shelley said.
All right, so I learned something new tonight, and hopefully you all learned something new. So when I do corn this season, CC, I'm going to do pole beans.
We have a question also. Wouldn't the squash shade out the bush beans? That could be, yeah. If it was a bush bean, it would be low down there where the squash would be. Yeah.
Yep, it might. It sure would. Yep, definitely.
I'm just saying, trial and error. That's why
it is.
How to do
it is a lot of that. It is true.
That's how I did that. One time I did the corn and the bean at the same time, and them pole beans snatched the corn down. They was all bent down. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, then I learned, you grow the corn up a while before you plant them beans.
Yep, first. All right. So Serena's back on the board.
All right.
And Cat Eyes is on a streak. Another quiz question.
Cat eyes.
Cat Eyes. I did say cat eyes this time.
Sound like you said cat eyes.
Cat eyes. Is that better? Which plant grows well with tomatoes? So you've watched any gardeners, you know which one grows best with tomatoes. And if you recognize the plant, you know which one it is.
Woo!
Yep. So it is basil. So we plant our basil with our tomatoes. It helps repel insects that would normally go after the tomatoes. And of course, tomatoes and basil go well together, right? With some little mozzarella. So why not all grow it together and harvest it together and eat it together? So
right. So let's go back. Farmer Chaz would like to know, so you plant the squash last. And I'm going to add to that, when you plant it last, how last do you plant it? Like, when do you plant it so that it doesn't impact the beans, hopefully?
Usually, I mean, I don't know exact like how many days or whatever, but
rough time frame.
Right, rough time frame. I would say as soon as the beans start, you'll see it starting to grow, like it's wanting to start to do a vine. I would drop them squash seeds. So when they start trying to look like they're gonna vine up.
Because you're going to think your squash, you're direct sowing all of this, right? None of this, you're pretty much starting inside. It's all direct sow. So you're going to direct sow your corn the first days that you can think that you can go direct sow, and you're not going to get any frost. So I'm in 7A. So they normally tell us Mother's Day. So I would go out Mother's Day, direct sow all my corn, right? And then usually 30, 45 days, you're probably going to have a nice tall stalk in order to go back out and now plant your beans. So you go out, you plant your beans, get it started. They germinate really quick. Usually 30 days, 4 days max. Your beans are already germinating. About a week, 2 weeks max, it's vining pretty good.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and drop that squash. And then you got to think of, you're thinking 45 days, you're now 60 days out. You're not going to be fighting the vine borers as much, right? Because that's already kind of like out of this. Usually they have a season that they will go out and attack your squash. So doing the three sister method helps you even combat some of the vine borer, some of the insect pest pressure that you would normally have if you start too early. So there is a method to that madness of the three sister method. Hello, Crappa. All right, so scoreboard. Cat eyes is still on top. Everything stayed the same, and Serena now has a streak of 4.
I have never mind. Wait, right after this. Go ahead.
What type of vegetable is okay, Cici, you gotta say it.
Why I got to say it?
Because you're the one who sent the question.
I didn't know how to say the word.
Binji?
Binjai.
That's a mouthful.
What type of vegetable is that?
Oh, I ain't never heard of it.
Look at that.
I got it right, but I ain't never heard of it.
Y'all smart.
So you gotta tell us about it, Cici, because I've never heard of it and I didn't get time to look it up.
It's just the name of the type of vegetable. It's just a different name for a potato. I think it's in the UK that is named that. I think it's the UK. She said I missed 2 in a row. My question was, because like if you're doing like if you're doing for the numbers or whatever like that, we can hear before the chat can hear. So I'm wondering, Shelly, can you see the screen up before the people in the chat see it? I'm wondering if there's a difference in timing.
No, I've actually, when the question comes up on here, I'm still waiting for the answers to pop up.
Okay.
Options.
Okay. Good. I was just wondering because sometimes I know when they do, like they'll say do the numbers or whatever, the people that's on the panel, we can hear before.
That's true.
Thank you for letting me know.
Yep. All right, so really quick, Binjai is a popular, versatile, late maturing potato variety from the Netherlands, known for its yellow skin and flesh, high yield, and suitability for boiling, baking, mashing, and frying. Developed in 1904, it's an all-purpose potato that is easy to grow in most soils, but is susceptible to late blight and scab. Its tubers are long, oval, and have shallow eyes, making them good for storage and processing. So if you want to save those potatoes, that is a variety that you could look for in all those magazines that we're getting. I'm telling you, I'm getting tons of magazines and I've got them all marked up for sure. Cici thought all the seed catalogs were coming to my house, and then all of a sudden she popped in our girl chat. It's like, oh, they're finally coming to my house too. All right, so leaderboard. All right, Serena's taking up. Farmer Chaz is on the board. All righty. So let's see. What is next? A poll question. Oh, we know it has to throw this one in here. Is this your first year growing hydroponics? Never have grown it. Yes, it's your first year, or no, it's not your first year.
And by first year, within a year of this date.
There you go. Within a year of this date.
Mm.
All right. Answers are coming in slowly but surely. Someone's not answering, so it's going to make us run the clock out.
Oh.
So if you haven't answered, go
Who
ahead.
walked away?
Somebody walked away.
Yes, probably.
They
Yeah.
haven't answered yet.
Yeah, they haven't answered yet. That's okay. Here it goes. 2, 1, 0. All right. Oh, a little bit of everything. So some are, this is not your first year, 30%. Never has done it, 30%. And 43%, this is your first year growing. I want people to put in the chat, what are they growing in their hydroponics? I like to get other ideas of things that other folks are growing. I know lettuce is a big one. It's an easy one. Like to get your lettuce in your hydroponics and not to go to the grocery store, especially if you're a salad person like I am. I love just having a quick, I mean, you guys see it behind me. My salad is right behind me. So beans. All right, G Mama, you're doing beans in your, I did see someone post that they were doing bush beans in their hydroponics. Lettuce, tomatoes, and cukes is what Angela says she's doing. Farmer Chaz is doing cukes, tomatoes, brassicas, and herbs. Herbs are great. Like having your herbs especially if you're one who cooks with a lot of spices or cooks with a lot of herbs. So I did start some parsley. I finally got my parsley going. So, and I
have a question before we go to the next one. For those who have never done hydroponics, with what I said earlier, this year, to me, there's a lot of hydroponics growing content on YouTube. Are you considering doing hydroponics within the next year? Let us know in the chat.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is.
And if you're hesitant, why are you hesitant?
Yeah.
Let us help you.
All right. Strawberries. Unique. I am going to do strawberries. I've got to hit the button on ordering my seeds. I'm going to order some seeds, and I got a 60 pod hydroponic system that I want to do those strawberries in. So
okay, Jones Truth, why maybe? What's your hesitation?
Just do one. You don't have to do 31 like me or
56 like Mike's chaos.
Mike, exactly. 56 like Mike. Just do one.
I think sometimes people are hesitant because they don't know. Yes. Like say they're on a fixed income, right? And they're thinking, okay, this thing is running all day long. The lights is on. How much energy do you think takes up with hydroponics, Jackie?
Oh my goodness. I actually have an article on that. Let me see if I can find it. It was only like $2 or $3. It wasn't very much to run the hydroponics, because you're going to think the lights are on, but they're LED lights. They're not pulling a lot of electricity. Mm-hmm. And I think most of them are 15 to 20 watts. 25 watts. Okay, 25 watts a month. So go look and see how much your wattage is, how much you pay per wattage for you in whatever area that you lived. I had done a whole thing and found out how much it was. I'm gonna have to go back and look for that GT Junior and probably do a quick some training on how much it uses.
So there were a couple of comments. This one, Truth for All podcast. I'm not sure if you're following all of our channels, but if this is, I feel like I've seen your name before. If this is your first time on our Garden Girls Chat and Chew, listen, you never know when you might win a hydroponic unit, because there are people in the chat who their first hydroponics was because they won it. So stay connected to the garden community, jump on, the lives, the giveaways when you can, because you just might win one.
Mm-hmm. All right. So there was one comment that I saw in here. Where was it?
Now I'm in hydroponics rabbit hole.
Oh, easy, very quickly. You can do that. Trust me. Been there, done that. I have the hope, but I found that tell something you haven't grown in hydroponics that you will in the future. Ooh, something that I haven't grown. Beans, bush beans. I can tell you that right now. Bush beans.
Okay.
That will be something that I will do in the future. And I've got one more bounty that I could possibly put some bush beans in. So I'm going to do some bush beans in my bounty. I did it, but I had problems with the nutrients. I would feed it and the leaves would fall off. I think that QZ Angela posted that question. So my question to you, QZ Angela, is what type of plant did you have in there? And then as far as nutrients, you can't give it more. More is not better. Less is better. You have to follow the instructions. Overfeeding, just like in your garden, you can't overfeed in your hydroponics because it will kill your plants. So don't overfeed. Don't give it too much nutrients in order for your plants to grow.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the pros and cons of hydroponics versus growing in soil? Well, no soil. I don't have to worry about a lot of pest pressure. A lot of people have to put those little yellow things to keep the bugs down and that kind of stuff. So I don't have as much pest pressure. The only pest pressure that I have found that I've had is with aphids and only on my peppers. I have no bug issues on my lettuce, no bug issues with my tomatoes, no bug issues with my cukes. This is my first time growing kohlrabi and eggplants. I don't see any problems thus far, but I do have some OMRI approved spray that I don't have a problem spraying in my house because they're in a spot that I'm not too worried about it. And yes, there's different, Miss G Mama Purse, there's different forms of hydroponics. The easiest way is crack key. Crack key is no pumps. It's just your plant in a water solution, and you're just making sure that you leave about a 1 inch to 1.5 inch gap space between the water and the roots so it can air prune. And you can do that in a windowsill if you had to. If you don't have it in a windowsill, I would still recommend that you have some type of light. It does need some light.
Can you put up Blue Hill Urban comment?
Which one? And maybe it's this
Like
one.
a lead pot. Yeah. Wow.
Oh.
She said, but she walked 5 houses down and stepped.
Girl, she wanted her laptop. I don't blame you.
I don't blame you either, honey.
I don't blame you. No, I'm glad you even walked and even found it. That was good. I guess if you got the picture,
Yeah.
you could recognize whose house it was. I'd be like on their ring, hey, I know you got a package, but it's my package, so don't come after me. I'm not stealing your package.
Okay. So I was sharing earlier about someone, and of course the someone was Farmer Chas that actually won her first hydroponic unit, and now she says it's all my fault that she's on this hydroponic
journey. She's on a hydroponics journey. It's a good journey to be on. So how many systems do you have now, Farmer Chas? Throw it in the chat. I know that she wants another one.
I think she's kind of listening in the bushes. Let me see. She has, if I'm not mistaken, she has 5.
Every single one of us has 5.
She has 5, and she's trying to get another one. I asked Cici about it on her live this morning. Yes, and I'm telling her no, she don't need it.
She do. Listen to you. She don't need it. Oh, look at. Okay, the next time you post something, I'll be like, Shelly, no, you don't need it. What's good for the goose is good for the goose. Right.
I'm trying to be. I'm dialing in my spending this year, y'all. I'm dialing it in.
Cici, we're gonna go back to January 4th. All right. And we're going to remind her. We're going to use this clip right here.
Right.
The clip right here. And just put it in our girl chat every time she posts.
Like you dialing in your spending, but you spending.
Oh. Honey, my mail carrier be delivering packages all the time between myself and my son. My son the other day is like, Mom, this package is for you. This package is for you. I'm like, all this stuff is hydroponic stuff that's coming in my house right now. Because I needed more covers. So I ordered more covers. I had the Barina light. So I did that. Oh.
Essence said, I have a 3-table, one and one double layer.
That
one that rolls. I blame it all on y'all.
Oh. Wait, but you're growing healthy food in your house. I'm going to feel good about this.
You're growing groceries.
You're growing groceries. That's right. You're growing groceries. Oh, anyway. All right.
Oh, storm radios. You got to fix that. You got to fix that. You got to get you a address sign to put in wherever it needs to be so that it's visible. And also, especially if you live in an area where you have to deal with a lot of porch pirates, one of the things that I do. Wait, question coming up.
Yep.
Are you? Ooh, she's slick.
Woo! There you go.
It's a poll question. Poll question, though. It's a poll question. That's
yeah. So what I was saying is, if you deal with porch pirates, and even if you don't, it's a good this is a good tip, is to get a box. I personally purchased a basically like those boxes that you use to store garden pillows and stuff like that in, and put one on our porch. And then also from Amazing, I ordered a sign that basically says, it's like a sticker sign that I put on the top that lets FedEx, UPS, and them know, hey, put the package in the box. Don't like it. And I'd be so mad when they leave the package. Yeah, they put it on top of the box. They put it on the step beside the box. I'm like, stop playing. Stop playing with me. So that's a tip, is to get yourself a box that is big enough to hold, a good bit of the size things that you order. So that way it's not visible and less likely for someone to run up and try to take it off your porch.
Yep.
Oh, Chaz.
That's all right, Chaz.
Like, I'm getting that.
It was just not today. That's right. Just not today, but she's getting it.
There is 54% that are doing winter sewing.
That is.
I don't know if I'm gonna do winter sewing.
Oh my goodness.
I am.
Yeah, I said no because I don't know if I am.
Okay, that's okay. So winter sewing is very easy. It's not very hard. But I want to say this before I start this. So you guys know I'm a master gardener. And so I reached out to the teacher who's teaching the class, because one of the things that we do as master gardeners is we go back and we help with the new class. So the new class starts January 20th. So I'm like, I sent him a really quick message and I said, hey, is there any chance that we could do winter sewing with the new class? And he, of course, shot me right back. He goes, I'm doing, I forget what he's saying. He's doing propagation on this day. And I was like, he goes, do you think it's too late to do winter sewing? And I was like, no, it's not too late. And I sent him some pictures of what I did. And then I reached out to the Starbucks that's close to me. And I was like, hey, I know you guys go through a whole lot of milk jugs. Is there any way that I could get about 50? Because there's normally about 25 people in the class. And if each do 2, they could do it in class and then leave it at our garden there. And they don't even have to take it home. They can come back, take a look at it and everything. And the Starbucks says, sure, no problem. When do you want to stop by? And we'll save 50 jugs for you. And I was like, yes, for the win. Awesome. So tip, if you want to do winter sewing and you want to use the milk jugs, call your local coffee shop, whether it be Starbucks, all of them use it. And they said they just crush them and throw them out. Mm-hmm. So let's keep a little bit out of the.
Right. And coffee grinds as well as Starbucks.
Yes.
You call them early in the morning when they're opening, and let them know you were going to drive by there about the afternoon and get your coffee grinds from them.
Yep.
So definitely you can put that in your garden.
All right. Renee Williams, I see she's a Master Gardener class of 2025. I am too. I'm so happy to see that. All right. And she winter sowed her perennials today. Yes. I love
That's awesome, Renee.
Yes, I love it. Love it. So what's winter sowing? Really quick. I did a live this week earlier, and I talked about it. You know, guys, I like the PowerPoint. So I pulled out a whole PowerPoint and took you through what winter sowing, but it's just as simple as getting, if you save your milk jugs, I save my milk jugs, and then you cut them right below the handle and leave it hinged. You put about 3 to 4 inches of soil in your container, and your perennials are great. Your Black Eye Susan, your Cosmos, your Echinacea, any of your perennial flowers, and it allows you to plant in the jug, seal the jug, of course, label it with what plants you have in there, and you set it outside, and you let nature take its course. It's a mini little greenhouse. And guess what? The seeds know when to wake up. Why? They're already outside. How many times have you guys have volunteer tomato plants? Why? Because the seed's out there, and when nature takes its course, it knows when to start. So you start them in your little mini greenhouses, which is your milk jugs. Set your seeds in there. Set them outside. And the snow, the rain, all of that will water it. Check it about once a month. If you've noticed that it's been a dry season, you haven't had any rain, and it hasn't got rained on, throw a little bit of water in there. I would say use a shower, because you don't want to displace your seeds that are in there. And of course, this is just very high level. And then you're going to take a peek right around March, and you're going to see those little plants are starting to come up. And then you're going to wait till you had your last frost. You have about 2 to 4 true leaves. And then you're going to take those bad boys, and you're going to go ahead and plant them wherever you want to plant them. Another great one is your cold crops, your broccoli, your kale, your collards, all of those. I can't remember all of them, but you know, your cold crops, I said broccoli, kale, spinach, any of those. Go ahead and throw them in a container. They will come up when they need to come up, and then you just transplant them right into your garden. So,
next question.
All right. And let's see. The next question is going to be a quiz question. And I didn't slip up and give the answer on this. I almost did.
Oh.
So this is actually picture here from my winter sowing. So that's how easy it is to winter sow. And you can see I had great germination from my winter sowing. So what is the first day of winter sowing?
I think I got it wrong then.
You got this one wrong. So December 21st, winter solstice, because we want winter to be here. We don't want it like Cici. Cici's been having a lot of warm days. So that's why she's waiting that she finally gets some cold days in order to do her winter sowing. Why winter sowing is really great is for cold stratification. So you guys know that some of those perennial seeds need that cold stratification. Some of us will put the seeds inside of a refrigerator in order to give it that cold period, whatever your packet says, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. Then we take it out of the refrigerator, because now we've tricked the plant into thinking that it's been outside in the cold, and then we can plant that seed to start it indoors. Well, instead of tricking the plant, we'll just start it in our milk jugs, stick it outside. Nature will give it its cold spell, and then the plant will start when it needs to do that. And December 21st is our first day of winter. So that's when some places will go ahead and start their winter sowing, not before that.
There's a couple people said they got kicked out of there. So how do they get back in there? Do they?
Okay, if you got kicked out, the bottom of the game is your pin, your game pin. So the 980-4974, and I won't move here until you guys say that you're back into the game.
And what's crazy is I got one question wrong. This is my first wrong question, and it says I'm in 4th place now.
I told you, that's how fast.
Went from number 1 to number 4, just like that.
Nova, you talking about the mammoth?
The mammoth,
right? Sunflower. Yeah,
the mammoth sunflower.
Yeah, they've been already volunteering up already.
For you, yes, they would. Not here.
I'm like, no, I do not want you in this spot.
Yeah, but you can move them, right? Scoop them up, move them wherever you want to move them.
That one of the frosts that came through, it killed the back out. I'm like, yes.
Okay, Jacqueline, I think you can move on. Angela says she got kicked out of that last question.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if she means off the podium or
could be.
Or she didn't answer in enough time.
All right, Unique is number 1. Miss Nene
coming back. I'm coming back.
You're coming back. All right. Farmer Chaz is holding for her 5th place right here. All right, another quiz question. What is the purpose of applying a layer of mulch, such as wood chips, straw, or leaves, to the surface of the soil? So to reflect sunlight and keep the leaves from getting a sunburn, to retain moisture, regulate temperature, and suppress weed growth, to keep all the soil as dry as possible, or to attract termites to the garden so they can aerate the soil.
I like that one.
You like that one?
I like that one.
Jones True. We can't put I don't know if Jacqueline can put the QR code back up there, but you can put the pin in.
Yeah, I can't put the QR code back up, unfortunately. So go to kahoot.it though and put in the game pin. All right, so this was Cece's question. Cici, talk about how you layer with mulch.
Okay, so I have wood chips that you can chip drop. Is where I got my wood chips, and that is free. If people are landscapers or whatever, or tree trimmers are in your area, then you can look up chip drop. Not that this is sponsored by them, but and I use them, the chip drop that they send to your house. I use that for my garden, and also, that just mulch my walkways usually. But if I'm mulching my beds, I usually use like leaf mulching, so then if you get leaf mold, that just helps, better with the soil. But it does keep the soil at a cooler temp. It does retain the moisture in the bed, so it won't dry out as easily. And also it's a weed suppressant. You want it to be able to smother out the weeds, and there's less pulling of them. So yeah, but chip drop is free, doesn't cost anything. And if they have people cutting trees down in your area, especially if you have a place where they're putting up new communities, they're gonna need a place to drop them wood chips, because it costs them to drop it at a certain place to get rid of them, and they rather bring it to your house and give you all the wood chips.
Absolutely.
So you gotta give them the caveat to that now.
Okay, now this
drop might be way more wood chips than you need.
Yes. Now listen. Yes, if you just have a little garden area, I would say, little garden. It depends on what you want to use the wood chips for. Yeah. You might want to make a trail to your garden. I don't know. But when I have my chip drop, they'll say they don't know how much they're going to bring you. Mine came in a big dump truck.
Yep, big dump truck. That's how mine came. Big dump truck.
And you tell them where you wanted to place it, and they will dump it off. I have a video on them dumping it off. So, but they'll also ask you, are you okay with some logs in there? Or if you just want wood chips, because some people are like, yeah, I'll take logs, especially if, winter time or whatever, they can chop some wood up. Yep. I found, fun fact, I found my purple sugar cane from that wood chip pile. I didn't have any sugar cane, but I was digging, doing my wood chips into my garden, and I was like, this is sugar cane. And I
Wow.
have given it out to people, and I am selling them. If y'all want to know, email me. But yeah, I got my sugar cane from there. So now.
And I like leaves. Cici is the one who turned me on to putting some leaves in my grow bags. So I have added leaves to my grow bags, and I'm not going to hopefully suppress all the weed pressure. So my grow bags will be ready to go for my potatoes again this year. So excited for that.
All right.
All right.
All righty.
All right.
I thought was coming back.
Yeah, Eyes is coming back. But Miss Nene took the lead. All right, we're gonna see where we go. Here we go. Another quiz question. What part of the rhubarb plants can be eaten? Is it the roots? Is it the leaves? Or the fleshy red stem and stalk? Typo. Stalk. Stem, stalk. Roots, leaves, fleshy red.
That one was hard.
Really?
Choose. That would be a life and death answer, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes. Tell them why. Tell them why.
Because rhubarb is poisonous if you eat the wrong part of it.
Yes, definitely. You cannot eat the leaves. Do not eat.
You know what? I was thinking about chard.
Nope, not rhubarb Swiss chard.
Yeah.
We're talking about rhubarb.
Rhubarb. Yeah, it is toxic. You would be in the hospital probably unalive. So do not eat the leaves. Only the
So all the leaf people that said that, no.
Please do not eat them. So you learned that here today. Do not eat the leaves. All right. The board has stayed the same, and Miss Nene has a streak. All right, we're halfway through the questions. Word cloud. How many different things do you plant in your garden? So throw some things up there. Get to type your answer. So we're doing a little bit different. So what different things do you plant? I know we did a little bit of that for hydroponics. What do you do in your garden? Because I think sometimes you need some good ideas of what other gardeners have done and have found that works. Of course, everyone has to go to tomato. That's an easy one to go to.
I never really kept count, but it's always a lot.
Yep. Tomatoes, 1 billion. How many different things do you plant? Okay, so some people said numbers. Some people did a certain thing. I guess it depends on how you were thinking that.
Who's planting a billion things?
A billion things.
A billion. I knew that was going to happen with the word cloud. I was thinking, do I do a word cloud? What kind of crazy answers do we might get?
Billion. In hydroponics. No.
Yeah, not hydroponic. Well, I guess you could if you kept rotating it.
Right.
All right, quiz question. What color is a kumquat? So do you know what color is a kumquat? Is it green? Is it yellow? Or is it orange? What color is a kumquat? One person answered. Everyone was that person who answered first, and if they got it right, they got a lot of points. I
answered first, I think.
That's Shelly. But you see how her answer comes before the other ones come up.
How do you know my answer came up first?
Watch.
Because everyone says it's delayed. You're on the game, so I think you're seeing it faster. Yeah, you're seeing it faster.
What do you mean I'm on the game?
Because you're connected to the
panel,
to the Streamyard.
I'm in a totally different browser.
Yeah, but you're seeing the questions. I don't know.
No, I'm not. I do not see it.
Let's see who was first.
All right, well, it's orange. It's not green. That was a little trick. I had the green coloring come up. But it is actually orange. Here is a kumquat. What do they taste like, Cici?
I don't like kumquats because they're bitter to me.
They're bitter.
They're sour. Yeah. I like a miwa kumquat because it is sweet.
I'm sorry, cousin Angela.
Miwa is miwa is the sweet one, and the kumquat is the tart bitter one.
So she is sunshine. She goes. Could chickens eat the leaves? No, it is toxic to humans and animals. So you cannot give the leaves of a rhubarb to your chickens unless you want to unalive your chickens. And after they unalive, you probably shouldn't even eat them if they're unalive and they ate.
Right.
They need to just go on into their own little grave. So
who got? Let's see who.
I think I got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see who got it.
I'm going to say when my answers pop up the next time.
All right, Miss Nene still got it.
Okay, she answered first then.
Yeah.
Maybe.
She got 9 answers.
So I have
not necessarily. I was way behind.
Okay. I have my 72 count tray. I don't know if you can make me big, Shelly, but just to give you can you make me big? Or no?
Sure.
No, just to mess it up. Oh, okay. So I did these on the 31st. Look. Yeah. So Shelly wanted to know what has came up. So I'm gonna tell y'all, hey broke, welcome in. I have some, and like I said, this whole tray is just peppers and tomatoes. It's a product review, y'all. Y'all getting a sneak peek. Okay, so I have Carib tomato, yellow pear tomato, freezer pop tomato. We named it that. Me and my bestie, we named it freezer pop tomato. Because that's what it tastes like. It tastes good though. I also have a giant ox heart. I have sweetie tomatoes up, Rio Grande tomato, Amana tomato. Let's see what else. Brad's Atomic Grape tomato, Black Beauty tomato, Thai Man. I'm just gonna say the names because they all tomatoes. San Marzano, Phillips 2, pink egg tomato. Oh, pink egg. Big Rainbow, Vintage Wine, Roma, VF. What else?
So someone said that Cici, the one who's planting 1 billion plants.
Yeah.
Will believe it.
Yeah, that was me. Anwar paste tomato, Creole tomato, mushroom basket, Chef Black, striped Roma tomato, terracotta. What is this? Terracotta, yeah, tomato, great white. Okay, yeah, that's all the ones that's up. But like I said,
good that you have that many up already. That's great.
I know. I did not think they was going to come up that fast, but they did.
So Cici does exchanges. She does a lot of plant exchanges. So she gets ready.
Oh yeah,
she's a barter queen.
Yes. So what I don't plant in my garden will be at the plant exchange for the spring.
Yep.
So yeah.
All right. So next question, another quiz question. How do dandelions disperse their seeds?
Answers.
So there's actually 3 different methods for seed disbursement. So the parachute method, where the seeds catch the wind and float like tiny umbrellas. There's a snack method where the tiny berries, the birds eat them and then they go do their droppings, and that's how some seeds spread. And then the popper methods, where the pods dry out and they just explode.
You know what does that? The blue butterfly pea.
Okay.
When they dry, those pods dry, they will twist and pop open.
Okay.
Yeah. They do the pepper method.
They did the popper method. All right.
The popper method.
They do the popper method. Of course, you know your thistles, big for your parachute, where they just dry out, then they They just fly off into the wind, kind of like the dandelion. And of course, the birds do a good job too. In places that we don't want them to do it.
Right.
All right. Let's see. Someone put in a question for you, Cici. What kind of soil did you use? Potting or seed starting mix?
Yeah, I was trying to type it in there. I'm glad you pulled it up. Miss Jones, I use the seed starting soil, which is not soil at all. It is peat moss, cocoa core, and what else is that in there? Peat moss, cocoa core, and
vermiculite or perlite.
Yeah.
You see vermiculite.
Vermiculite. I think it's vermiculite. Yeah. So it's not soil, but it is a seed. The seeds can grow up in there because they first going to have their own nutrients and stuff. So I use that, so then I don't have to deal with gnats. So.
All right. So scoreboard stayed the same, and Miss Nene Howe has a streak of 10.
Wow,
that's fire, Miss Nene.
Miss Nene is holding. All right, poll question. Do you plant multiple varieties of the same vegetable in your garden? So we know Cici does. She had like 20 different varieties of tomatoes there that she's planted.
Hey, I did 40 tomato plants one year.
That is insane.
It was in my mind that I was going to give tomato plants to people, but it was like, oh, I already planted some, or no, I'm not going to do nothing. And then I was like, well, I can't they're nice plants. And so I had so many tomatoes, but I was giving them away. I was giving tomatoes left and right away. But yeah.
Hey, broke.
Oh,
yeah. So multiple varieties. And I mean, when you go to the big box store, right, you're only going to get Bush, Better Bush, Early Girl. You're going to get a limited amount. Where you get a seed catalog, you can go to town. There's hundreds of different types, right? Yeah. So I like starting my own because now I can try out new different things that you won't get at the big box stores.
Right. But I would want to say this because I've said it in many of my videos. So, and Bonnie is like the main one at the big box stores.
Yep.
But this cabbage this year, and it's called Bonnie's Best Cabbage. I don't know what her worst one is like, but her best cabbage is doing that thing out there.
Really?
The leaves are so huge, and the cabbage head looks like a nice, huge, big cabbage head. I hadn't even seen in the grocery store. It's nice.
Good. That's nice. Chanel had a question back to winter sowing. Can the jugs take temperatures below 20 degrees? Yes. I've seen people that put their jugs out and they're covered with 3, 4, 5 feet of snow, covered in snow. So nope, they do not need to be brought outside. We're going to let nature take its course. Those seeds aren't going to pop until it's time for them to pop.
Right.
No lights. No, they don't have to be inside. You don't have to worry about tending to them except to go in and check out. I mean, if they're under snow, you're not going to worry about them things till the snow melts. So,
and for my winter sowing, I learned it from OCD's chick that is in the chat, Nikki. I watched her video like 2 years ago, and she did winter sowing, and she probably been doing it. And I watched that video, and I was like, I want to do that. Even though I'm in Texas, I was like, I want to do that, and it worked.
Yes,
it actually worked, and so I want to thank you, Nikki. I don't know if I ever really personally thank you, but thank you because I didn't know about it.
Awesome. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to come on. I'm gonna have to go over to Nikki's garden and take some tips on winter sowing. We're gonna have a Maryland meetup.
There you go.
And I'm gonna come crash it.
All right. Another quiz question. What does sustainability mean in our garden? So what is sustainability from a garden?
You already answered, Shelly?
I did. I was slow answering though.
That's all right. They got you.
I'm tell you, I was slow. It took me a minute.
So I think with our gardens, there's a lot of things that was definitely winter sowing, right? We are recycling. So I think that's great that you're recycling winter jugs. How can we compost in our garden, right? So instead of throwing away all the scraps, you should definitely be composting. Any other ideas? My brain's a little fuzzy because I got a cold and I am fighting not to get it so bad because I need to travel on Tuesday. I've been just trying to fight this. Yeah.
You can answer in the chat if you're not in the actual game.
Yes.
Right. Chaz says she's crashing the party.
She's crashing the party too.
Oh, come on, yeah, you can crash.
Listen, y'all don't have to
go out. I'll be over back that way.
You do not have to crash.
Yeah.
You all have an open invitation.
As soon as y'all snow go away.
All right. So 3 participants have reached an answer streak of 3. So the board is hanging tight. It has not moved.
Wow. Quiz.
All right. What's an example of sustainable watering method in your garden? So what is an example? Leaving it up to rain only, buckets of water, drip irrigation, or using sprinklers all day. So sustainable methods in your garden.
I probably should have chose something. Oh, I got it right.
All right. So drip irrigation. I know a lot of us we don't plan our gardens, and you have to, when you plan your garden, you need to plan drip irrigation. I know Cici loves to hand water, but I heard her say recently that she is going to put drip irrigation because it takes 2 hours?
Oh, yes. 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yes.
Yeah. I need to put in some drip irrigation, but I was also like Blue Hill. I thought I was going to see rainwater in the answers. So it took me a minute to answer because I thought rainwater was going to be in there.
Well, everybody can't get rainwater, right? There's people in the southern areas that probably don't get as much rain. There's other people in...
That don't make it not a sustainable method.
Let me just skip this question and let me just do the next one. You got it right. Now you got the top of the lead.
Woo!
All right. What is compost used for in a garden? To keeping the plants dry, attracting pests, for decorations, or feeding plants and improving your soil? Feeding plants.
All right.
All right. So compost in the garden. I've struggled with composting. I'll be the first one to tell you, but what I have done really good in the last year is leaf compost. Like I have been able to set up my little wire racks outside, move my leaves into the wire enclosure. And recently I went out there and flipped to the bottom of that wire rack. And let me tell you, my leaf compost in my garden is going to be on fire this year. So that is how I've learned to compost, and it has worked well for me. Are we having the trolls? Thank you, moderators. I want to thank our moderators. I feel like I should be screaming big money while I clap.
That's hilarious.
So feeding and improving, definitely. Blue Hills. It improves your soil structure, right? I mean, you're feeding back, giving back to your soil. You're giving it a lot of good stuff when you're able to put compost. Cici, your thoughts?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Compost.
Do I use it? Do what?
Yeah.
I have.
No.
Okay. Oh yes. I have. Sorry, I was trying to read to see where a troll was. I was.
Right, I didn't see him either.
Well, that's why we have moderators. They take care of it for us.
Chad's like, trolls where? That's what I was doing. I was like, what? I was trying to read through the chat. So yes, I do compost. I have a compost bin that I use that my kids blessed me with. I forgot what birthday or holiday. I was like, I want a composter for my thing. So I do that, putting my vegetable scraps in that compost roller with any soil of plants and things that I don't use. I'll throw that in there as well. I also compost in place, which is putting your compost directly into your raised beds, your grow bags and things like that. I do that as well. Yeah, that, and then of course the leaf mold that you get when you collect your leaves up and set them, like you collect your leaves in the fall, wait till the next year if it broke down in your bag, and then put it onto your garden beds, and that helps as well.
Yep, so, definitely.
I use compost a lot.
Shelly?
So I do have, am I frozen?
No, we can hear you. Go for it.
I feel like my picture is moving
your video is wonky, but we can hear you loud and
clear. So I do compost. I wish I was more consistently composting, but I do have I have 2 big compost bins that I got from Aldi years ago. We put stuff in one of them right now. I was thinking that it would eventually get full, but clearly the stuff is breaking down well because we have yet to fill one compost bin yet. Like we'll add stuff in there and it'll seem like it's full and then it'll sink on down, which lets me know that it's doing what it's supposed to do. So we put, of course, leaves, we put scraps from the garden when we are cleaning or harvesting, and there are things that we're not going to eat. We put those in the compost bin. We put scraps from the kitchen, veggie cuttings in there. And typically what I'll do is I try to make sure, if I put vegetable scraps in there, like more recently for Christmas, I made greens. Any of the stems that I was not using, I try to help my compost bin. So I chop it up into smaller pieces. And then I put it in the compost bin and I try to toss it in with what's already there. Right. The compost bin is open on the bottom, so I know there are lots of worms getting in there. The one thing I plan to restart this year, I didn't do it this year. Restart this year, I didn't do it last year, is worm composting so that I can make my own worm castings. I still have probably a half bin of worm castings out there, but I will be restarting that. And it's amazing to watch, talk about sustainability, the cycle of life, because you got the worms in there, you put your vegetable scraps in there and you see the worms eat it and then they poop it out. And we use that poop or worm castings to fertilize the garden. So it's amazing. And it's also something that I am going to really work on this year, is that I want to work on creating my own soil amendments. Instead of buying a bunch of products to amend my soil, I really want to focus on creating my own soil amendments by, composting, and I want to make some bone meal and things like that. So I really am planning to cut back on my spending. I know y'all think I'm joking.
So one thing that I did do is my chicken. Now that I have chickens, I do have a bin specifically for the chicken manure, because we know that needs to break down differently than your other food scraps. So I do have the chicken manure in its separate compost bin. I'm breaking down separately than my other my leaf compost. So I do keep them separate because I do want to keep track of how long it's in there before I use it in my garden.
Right.
So, all right. So let's see what the board looks like. Cat Eyes is still number 1. Miss Nene is up there, and we have some streaks going on. All right, Larita made a comeback with 3 in a row. All right, Larita.
All right.
All right, another quiz question. Which of these is an example of a sustainable garden feature? Plastic decorations, self-watering garden beds, fake plants, or bright lights? So you guys know where I'm going to go with this one. All right, yeah. Those self-watering garden beds, my sips. I just love that it just uses the water that it needs to use. I'm not having to water more than the plant needs. The plant knows exactly how much it needs. I know. I think Cici may have one of those Vago beds that has the self-watering. You don't have one of those? Okay, she hasn't had on her list.
Lisa does.
Lisa does. I know Lisa does. So you fill it up, and the plant knows how much it needs. So you're not overwatering. The plant gets what it needs, and I love sips. And I can't wait to share my journey on starting all off my sips this year and sharing my journey on my self-irrigated planters this year.
Okay, so there's a question on the floor by Serena. But first and foremost, let me say this, Serena and anybody else, please understand that we do not intentionally ignore questions. So please try to refrain from complaining that your question is not being answered. It could very simply be that it's not being seen. Yes. So if you want to re-ask it, please feel free to do that, but do it nicely. Because we're all here to have fun and not to make anybody feel like, you know, they're being ignored, and we don't want to antagonize the host either. Okay. So anybody wants to answer Serena's question, please feel free. I don't do ground cover, so I can't adequately answer that question.
So for ground cover from a master gardener standpoint of view is you're going to plant your ground cover, but you want to turn your ground cover before it goes to seed. If it goes to seed, then you're going to be just fighting that process of those plants now growing themselves. So before it goes to seeds, you're going to want to turn it under, especially if you're using it for a nitrogen fixer. A lot of people use the red clover in order for nitrogen fixer. So you want to make sure that you're turning it over before Renee Williams. Yeah, turn it over before it goes to seed. Otherwise, you're going to be defeating the purpose.
Mr. Gardner, you might be behind in the chat, so make sure that it's on live chat and not top chat, because I see your answer, but it comes like later. Like we already answered.
Refresh your live too. Sometimes if you like hit the pause button, it's just going to pick up exactly where you left off. So you might want to refresh your live as well. All right. So Cat Eyes is still on top. Miss Nene, the border stayed the same. And Nisha S now has a 5-answer streak. All right, Nisha.
Way to go, Nisha.
All right, quiz question. Why are native plants a good choice for the garden? Why are native plants a good choice for the garden?
Like one of them answers.
Maybe you might like that one. All right.
Everybody got that one right.
So I guess you guys have heard of Mr. No Shoulders. Miss Cici's had a few counters with Mr. No Shoulders. But
Jacqueline's channel name is 4 Seasons Garden.
Yes. So that's my channel name. All right. So we adapt to local conditions. My lights are going out. It's 10 o'clock. So you're going to get dark. So 10 o'clock, the lights are going to start going. The plants are going down. So
knock out these next 2 questions.
So yeah, we're good. So native plants are good. They're going to adapt to your plants. So native plants are good for winter sowing. So you want to winter sow your native plants so that you can plant those back out into your garden. And then they don't take as much water. They're already adapted to your condition. We've talked a little bit on Cici's channel that she has a seed that she has planted over and over because she saved it. So it's now become native to her area that she lives in. So it's able to fight insect pressure. Mm-hmm. So that's why you're using the native. It knows how to fight the insects. It knows how to live in here in Virginia, that nasty red clay dirt that we have here. If you're not amending your soil. So as much as you can, plant native, go to your state extension website, and it will tell you what are the native plants in your area so that you're planting native plants in your garden.
Thank you, David.
All right. Thank you, David. Yes, thank you for posting that. All right. Next.
Ready.
All right. Boards.
Wow. Well,
ooh, Nadira has a 12 inch. Wow, go lady.
That means y'all mess up on one question. She there.
All right, last two questions.
Quiz.
What is one benefit of growing your own herbs for the kitchen? Fresher ingredients and less transport, less flavor, more packing waste, or more chemicals? This one's, you missed this one.
We're gonna take you back to Gardeners.
Garden 101, yeah. All right, so fresher, it's fresh. I mean, you can grow fresh in your garden, and it's as simple as you see. This is the crack key method that you're seeing here on the screen. Mm-hmm. So you just start them in a pod, put them in a mason jar. You see the little gap there? It's about an inch and a half gap. That's about as high as you want to keep your water. You want to air prune your roots so that's getting oxygen, but notice your roots are in the water, so they're getting all the nutrients from the water because you're giving it nutrient-rich water, and you just cut and come again. I mean, just chop. You can chop it 1 inch down, use it, and it'll come back again. And those little herbs are very tough, very tough. All right, let me get out of that mode. And we're down to our last question coming up. You guys ready? Serena has a answer streak of 3. Here we go. Last question. What does composting help reduce? Food waste, garden space, water use, or sunshine?
Hey, that's my art. Thanks for joining.
All right, food waste. I mean, it's a great way to get rid of the food scraps. I mean, I know how much trash I go through here. Of course, I live in the country, so I can compost a lot. I burn my boxes. I don't take a lot to the trash as much as possible. So, and of course, my scraps go to the chickens. Because then the chickens eat them, and then they give me some good old bird poop, chicken poop, and then I take that and I put that into my compost. So most of my scraps go to the chickens now, which I love. And my chickens are doing amazing. And if my brother's watching, I want to let him know that he was a chicken farmer before me, but I know to make sure that my girls are giving me eggs. So I'm getting about half a dozen eggs every day, even now in the winter with my 9 chickens.
You should have brought me some eggs yesterday.
I should have. Well, we'll see each other soon. I'll bring you some fresh eggs.
Before you click the button, hey, can you make me big, Miss Shelley?
Yes.
Okay. So I see when Jacqueline was talking about the cracking method of growing things. You don't have to have a hydroponics to be able to grow things. Nope. I want to show you a couple examples of what I'm doing the cracking method on it. Mm-hmm. So I told y'all about that. I had the sugar cane that I found, and I want to show you one of the sugar canes that I'm growing in water.
Yep.
Look at the roots on this.
Wow.
Wow.
The roots. And look at on there. Look at the shoots that's coming up off of here. The shoots are coming off.
That's amazing, Cici.
They're just in water, and it wants to live. Another thing a lot of people probably don't realize cracking method can also be when you're growing your chives, your regrowing your green onions, your different things, celery, things from the store. This is the cracking method because it has no oxygen, that you're pumping in. There's no air pump on there. It's just sitting in water. I give it the same plant food that I put in my hydroponics. I just put some in there. But yeah, I wanted to show the cracking method on that you can do that. It's very simple to do. Okay.
All right. So great
question. Can chicken manure be used immediately or does it need to sit for a while so it doesn't burn the roots? And the answer to that is yes.
And not only burn the roots, but also to make sure that we don't get salmonella poisoning. So you've heard a lot of times that people are getting salmonella poisoning from lettuce or from different veggies. It's because they're using different types of manures and they're not letting them sit and get cold. They're still hot and they still have a lot of bacteria in it. So that's why you're going to let those sit. I like mine to sit 6 months, even though they say 90 days is a good point. I want to go a little bit further. I want to make sure my family's not getting sick at all. So 6 months is how long I let my chicken manure sit before I actually use it in my garden.
Got it.
What's the blue jacket?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have a blue jacket.
A blue jacket.
Okay.
All right.
Unless you're trying to say a wrench, but no, I'm handling it.
All right.
Cool. So what does the winner get?
Well, it depends on who the winner. No,
I just say it depends on who the winner is. If it's one of the girls, you get
no. What does the winner get? Winner, chicken dinner.
You get the Kiki when that's your thing you want to do.
No,
you said you didn't want any. You didn't want any prizes. No prizes tonight.
Right?
There was no prizes tonight.
So,
but Cici said there was going to be a prize.
Yeah, I did.
I'm going to send out seeds that you can winter sow. I just think it's great for you to get started now to do just some winter sowing, especially if you don't have the room in your house, right? Or you don't have the ability to have lights in your house, because some people, like I saw several comments that you're on a budget, right? So if you're on a budget, you can definitely ask friends, or if you have a few containers, it doesn't cost a lot to go get a small bag of potting mix. You do want to use potting mix, not seed starting mix. Seed starting mix is expensive, but just get a bag of potting mix. All you need is 3 inches of soil in there. Sow some kale, sow some broccoli, sow some lettuce, and do some of your winter sowing outdoors. And lettuce, you could actually leave it in there and let it grow, and you do a cut and come again in there. Mm-hmm. Other plants you would have to take out and plant it into your garden, but lettuce would be easy to keep in one of those gallons and just keep harvesting off of it.
Awesome. So we are a little past our time, and I know other people have other lives they want to get on. So, Cici, can you answer the question and welcome back Roscheeta? She can close us out. What is the prize?
Okay. So, as I said from the beginning, when I was drinking on my Jamaican sorrel, the prize is a pack of already dried Jamaican sorrel.
Woo woo!
So
nice.
Sending that out to the winner.
Woo, woo, woo.
Their address so I can send out. I already put the vacuum seal on it, so it's sealed up. It even have the little oxygen thing up in there. So yeah, it was a pack of Jamaican sorrel that is dried and ready for your teas. Or
that is awesome. So let's see who the winner is.
I want a pack of that.
All right, third place is Queen Nadira.
Woo-hoo! Nay.
All right, second place is Miss Nay Nay. Cat's Eyes Maryland. First place, Unique and Serena. Serena for runner-up. Thank you,
So listen. I just want to first and foremost thank my Lord and Savior for this award. I want to recognize and honor. Just kidding. Listen, I'm so honored that I have come in first place. However, I want to defer the winning prize to Miss Nene.
And just for that, Shelly, I'm gonna send you some Roselle too.
Oh, thank you, boo. Y'all know I just love to play. So
right. So Miss Nene, if you can email me, let me put my email in the chat. And email me so I can get your address and send it out to you. I'm hoping you
Queen
are
Nadira.
US.
Email me as well, Queen Nadira, because you're still on the leaderboard. So I'll send both of you. Let me get out of here. Let me stop sharing. I think that'll help.
So let's rehash that. So second and third place winners are going to receive prizes, and they should send emails. Nene,
can I address something? Serena, we don't talk about other channels that's already starting or anything like that. Okay, if they're not over here, people know how to go to other channels when it's time.
That is true.
Yep.
Please be respectful of this channel and the hosts that are on here. Thank you.
Thank you, Cici, for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Woo, we made it through.
Can you, Nene? Congratulations.
Make sure that you email me.
Yeah, send me an email. I'll put my email in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So I had fun with that. I hope you all had fun. Happy New Year again. And Roscheeta, why are you looking like that?
You enjoyed your food, girl?
My food, I enjoy listening to y'all. Mama got y'all on the TV.
Oh, hey, Mama.
You want to say hey, Ma?
Hey, girls.
Hello, lady.
So we just been sitting here watching, and I'm just laughing at how y'all just, set stuff in order. And I said, look at them. They so God bless them. I'm watching y'all. I was typing my answers in the chat a little bit.
All right.
But y'all have been so great. I have had a great time. Do we have to cover anything else? We'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Next time.
Correct.
Oh.
Where's my gift?
Ooh.
Y'all hear that? She said she answered some of the questions correct. Now she wasn't in the chat and she was not the who. But still expect the gift. Now
would she like some Jamaican sorrel?
Would you like some Jamaican sorrel? She gonna ask me what is that?
I can make
it's to make tea.
Yeah, you can make.
Sure.
She said sure.
Okay.
All right.
I got you, Mama.
So I ain't the only one. We ain't the only ones to spoil her. So listen.
All right.
Listen here. It's been a good time. Kikiing and hi. I've been in the chat, enjoying the chat. Before I get off, and when we get off, I'm gonna go through and start because it was hard for me to do this for the phone. So if y'all been wondering if you can StreamYard from your phone, you can technically, but it is difficult when you're trying to do media assets, looking at comments and all the things.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 3 out of 10. I don't recommend it if you ain't got to do it. All right. But thank you.
Spectator's tax.
Mama demanding a spectator tax.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Send Mama her prize.
Look, I see y'all put her address in the chat. Y'all can do what y'all want with that. Not in the chat, in the garden chat. But
awesome. All right. So
me.
we want to thank you all.
Oh, go ahead.
Joining us tonight. Now you're gonna do the closeout because I can't do that affirmation. But we are truly appreciate you all joining us. on tonight. We had, I saw as high as 52 people on tonight. We do not take it lightly that you take 2 hours of your time to come and kiki and haha with us, and along the way learn a little something about gardening. And today was a special day. We decided to play cahoots again, so we definitely want to give a shout out and a huge thank you. Give her some hearts. Miss Jacqueline of Four Seasons Gardening. She is the Kahoot Queen. And so of course we thank Cici because she was dropping some sidebar knowledge. She needed to have the big screen on for her. So thank y'all. Stay tuned. The next session will be 2 weeks from today, which will, who has the date? January
18th.
January 18th.
18th, yeah.
See us January the 18th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. But in the meantime and in between time, hop on over to all of our channels and everybody in the chat, because we don't gatekeep here. We love everybody who joins in. We try to support everybody, not just the panel hosts, everybody. So thank you guys so much. And with that, I'm going to hand this back over to the hostess with the mostest, Miss Roscheeta Monique, to do our closeout affirmation.
Per usual, y'all, remember before you leave this live that you are blessed. You are highly favored. You're the apple of your Father's eye. He is absolutely and positively concerned about you. He thinks that you are the best thing since sliced bread. You can cast your cares on him and know that God cares for you. And he loves you with an everlasting love. And there's nothing and no thing you can do about it. Y'all have a blessed 2 weeks. And we'll see y'all back here later. Bye.
Bye, y'all.